Now, here's Chris.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. It's Chris Moyles here. I've lost my voice. Oh, hooray! I hate him. Haha, got you. I haven't really lost it.
April Fool.
It's just a little bit slightly different.
Yeah.
It's getting better for voiceover work.
Oh, it's really gravelly.
Fortunately, I don't have any.
Not yet.
Not yet.
That's good.
That's good.
Can you say in a world?
In a world. You can't.
See, that's good.
You have to say world. You can't
In a
world. In a world. See, in your English accent.
In Northern English.
It doesn't, yeah.
No, in world.
In a world where nothing is quite what it seems. It's not the same, is it?
There's usually a vicious chain reaction. They usually have something like that in as well.
A vicious chain reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. In a world. There's a very funny trailer.
In a world. Is it
for Jerry Seinfeld's documentary film Comedian. And in it, they got, for the trailer, so it's basically how Jerry Seinfeld is starting his stand-up comedy again.
Right.
Seinfeld's done. He's all his classic material. He's put that all to bed, and he's like, right, I'm going to start afresh.
Yeah.
Write a brand new show from scratch. Not use any material I've ever used before. No back references to anything before. I'm going to start afresh. And it's a documentary about him starting that. And at the same time, it's interspersed with a little story of a new comic who's on the way up. And it's an interesting dynamic. But the trailer, it's great, it's really fascinating, but the trailer for it is they got one of the movie trailer voiceover guys into a booth. It is, honestly, the trailer itself is hilarious. And he's an old guy, and I can't remember his name. He's not with us anymore now, but he's like, he was the proper In a World guy.
Not Red Pepper, I was thinking.
No. And he walks into the studio and they go, when you ready? And he sits there and he goes, in a world. And people in the booth go, no, it's not in a world. Oh, really? Oh. In a time. No, it's not. There's no time. One man. No, two men. No, three men. A woman. And he just starts reading. And they're like, no, just read the script. In space. It's not in space. On the edge of space. It's not at the edge of space. And he just goes into voice man mode.
That's great.
It's a great sketch in itself.
I like that.
Are you looking for it, James?
Yeah, no, Simon, he doesn't swear, does he?
I'm pretty sure he doesn't, but I'll let you check it.
Okay.
I can't remember his name, but he had an unbelievable voice.
In a jeffing world. That's not him, he wouldn't do that.
No. Although, it would sound good.
It would sound good. If anyone's going to do it.
Anyway, hello, it's voiceover talk.
Yeah. When was the last time?
My friend is the voice for American Express.
Really?
Yeah, on When You Call Them.
Oh.
Ross.
Oh, is he?
King.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And he's been the voice of American Express for years. So when you call American Express...
Right.
Hello. Good morning. Thank you for calling. And it's all automated.
Yeah.
So if you call in the morning, it goes, good morning. Welcome to American Express. Or whatever.
Repeat fees.
I don't know if he gets repeat fees. That would be
himself.
That would be a great gig.
Yeah.
But I had to call American Express, I don't know, a couple of months ago. And I'm like, oh, it's Ross. And he's like, please can you tell me the reason you're calling? And I'm like, well, Ross.
Yeah.
What it is
It's like this, mate.
And then he finished it and he goes, thank you. I will now put you through to the correct department. I'm like, cheers, Ross.
Yeah.
But I've done those voiceovers before. You never think about these voiceover things. I did the speaking clock.
Oh, yes.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Does the speaking clock still exist?
Yes, because I've got it in my phone as woof. Do you remember? I don't know why. So the speaking clock is 1, 2, 3. So
Woof?
I'll type in 1, 2, 3 and it comes up as woof, woof.
Woof, woof? Why?
I don't know. Hang on.
Put it on speaker.
Oh, hang on.
Bluetooth will be 6:35 a.m. and 40 seconds.
Well, oh, that's awful.
She's not putting everything into that.
Third stroke, the time brought to you by
No.
B.
That's all right. It's only 02, isn't it?
5 a.m. and 50 seconds.
Now,
she cuts off when she's saying seconds.
When someone says to you the talking clock, what voice or what words do you spring to mind?
At the third stroke, the time, sponsored by blah blah, will be...
What's blah blah?
Well, Accurist.
That's what I think of.
As in the watch people.
The time sponsored by Accurist will be 4:43 and 10 seconds. And he had a voice like the end of days.
Exactly. And it made sense because they made watches, didn't they, Accurist?
Yeah.
Cost 50p a minute.
Does it?
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Don't tell him that.
Down. Is that what it is? 50 to find out the time.
And who's hanging on for the full minute?
Who's phoning to find out the time? You've got a phone. Mind you, it could be a landline, I suppose.
I'm going to tell you something now, and you're either going to go, yeah, I know, or you're going to go, really, I did not know that. And I don't know which one it is.
Okay.
Okay. What kind of phone you got?
I've got an iPhone.
Okay. When you open it up on your first home screen, what are some of the things you've got on there?
I've got the calendar, I've got settings, I've got my music, got weather.
Yeah.
I've got notes, I've got the clock.
You got the clock?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know the clock, even on the little icon, tells the time?
Oh, yeah, it does. I've never spotted that.
Even to the second?
Yes, it is. You can see the seconds going around.
So if you got an iPhone...
It's spot on, actually.
Where it says clock, that second hand constantly moves. But those icons don't normally move.
I didn't know that.
But the clock one does. Do you know that, James?
I did.
Now, how does that work?
How does that...
And why does that mean that no other icon... Is that the right word I would use for it?
Icon's right, I think.
Yeah. But why does, the weather one not change?
Yeah.
Why did none of them change?
Well, the date one changes.
Well, you're right. The date one does change. So it's the date one and the clock change.
Like when the first iPhone came out, it used to be always the 9th of July or June.
Was it really?
And then they made it work.
I told somebody over the weekend that the expiry date for crisps is generally always a Saturday.
Yeah. Definitely.
And they went, no, it's not. I went, no, I don't think it's 100%, but it's generally if you look at a bag of crisps, the expiry date is a Saturday.
Certainly is with Walkers.
Anyway, we stopped off the services, went into the garage, and he went, I'm going to find some crisps. Found some crisps, got the date, got his phone out, and he went, oh my God, you're absolutely right.
It's a Saturday. Why a Saturday?
So anyway, when I did the speaking clock voice, you have to record everything.
Yes.
Now, they don't get you in the studio for 24 hours, but you are in there for a good chunk of time, and your inflection and the way you say numbers when you go up as if you're waiting to say something else.
Yes, it's all inflected.
Or something else. So the two somethings are different there? Did you hear that? I feel like I'm on play school. What?
I find it hard to hear inflection.
Do you?
What do you mean?
Like sometimes when you say two different words to me, specifically if I'm trying to learn a language or anything like that, or someone on holiday is teaching me how to say something.
Yeah.
And they go, no, you say it like this. And I just hear.
Do you know what? Some people are tone deaf to that. Back in the day, we tried to get Rob DJ to record some scripts. Do you remember? And there was a line at the end.
Oh, yeah.
So he had to go up to the end. So we go, so if you just say end, you go, all right, end. No.
Yeah, I couldn't.
End.
Not that level.
End. He couldn't hear it. He couldn't hear any difference.
But you hear it for football results, for example. So,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Liverpool 3, Chelsea 0.
I know what's coming.
Or
it's a bit of a spoiler, actually.
Liverpool 3, Chelsea 4.
Okay.
Or Carlisle United 1.
No, they didn't.
Liverpool.
They probably didn't.
No.
No, 1. Because Carlisle United 1. Liverpool 1.
1, yeah.
So you go,
How can they both win? That would be a draw.
Yeah, 1-1. They get it's a 6-pointer. It's a hell of a game, actually.
At the third stroke, the time will be 1. So you have to do everything bit by bit. The time will be, and you do that until they're happy.
Yeah.
And then you go 1, 2, 3, and you have to leave everything. And then what happens is, when you're reading a list of things, you go into list reading mode. So you go 4, 5, and they go, no, it's 5, and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
It's every single thing.
Yeah.
And then honestly, when I said the word precisely, I almost wet my pants.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
that's like the nerd voiceover world of saying hello Wembley.
Precisely.
Yeah. Have you found it? Have you checked it?
Yeah.
You know, I've never shown you this trailer before. Oh, it's beautiful.
It rings a bell. I don't know if I've seen it. Let me move my screen. Sorry.
Did we find his name?
No.
Okay. It'll be in there somewhere. So, voiceover man goes into the booth, puts his glasses on, looks at the script, puts his headphones on.
Feedback.
Oh, you wait till you hear this guy's voice.
All right, let's try this. This is the voiceover for comedian movie trailer. Take one. In a world where laughter was king.
No in a world, Jack.
What do you mean, no in a world?
It's not that kind of movie.
Oh? Okay. In a land that...
No in a land either.
In a time...
I don't think so.
In a land before time.
It's about a comedian, Jack.
One man.
No.
When your life is no longer your own.
What does that mean?
When everything you know is wrong.
That's wrong.
In an outpost.
No.
On the edge of space.
No space.
A girl.
No.
Two girls.
No.
Now.
No.
More than ever.
Stop it.
A renegade cop.
I hate you.
A robot renegade cop.
You're fired.
You're fired.
No, you're actually fired.
I'm fired.
That's nice. What a voice that guy's got.
What's his name? Hal... What?
Douglas.
Hal Douglas.
Right.
Yeah, I think he's no longer with us.
Oh, okay.
It's not.
But just that straight away, then.
In a world. One man.
Some of those guys made some big money doing that thing.
Yeah.
In a world in space, edge of space, stuff happens on that.
In a land. Why don't we do voiceovers? We've got cracking voices.
For that reason that we just gave right there.
Could be.
I told you I had a voiceover agent once and I got zero work from them and so I left.
Me too.
I swear to God, I left. Part of the reason I got no work, I think, well, it could have been me, but they also had 19,000 people on their books.
Yeah.
And the chance of getting a gig was 1,000,000,000 to 1. I'd tell a lie. I got one gig.
Oh, a good one.
They came and said, hey, this TV voiceover advert has come in. Oh, great. And it's like X amount of money. And it's going to be on ITV, everywhere, apart from Scotland. Something bizarre. Oh, it was everywhere but London it was.
Right.
And here's the fee. And I went, that doesn't seem like a lot of money, that, for what the job is. And I said, okay. So it went to my voiceover, it went from voiceover committee to my agent, to my manager. And me and my manager were chatting. They went, oh, this voiceover thing's come in. I said, that doesn't seem like a lot of money. And they went, no, I'll go back and ask them. Okay. And the next day, my manager called me and went, you know that voiceover job that you asked me to go back on and just, just say that doesn't seem like a lot? Yeah, well, they've come back. It was now 3.5 times.
Whoa.
Just over 3.5 times what they offered originally. And I went, hold on a second. Because they went, oh, that's good, isn't it? I went, that's not good. Because I would have done it for Threatened Halfpenny, but only for the fact that I said, that doesn't seem a lot.
Yeah.
And they've come back and went, hey, okay, all right. So it's $50 billion.
Yeah.
Well, wow.
How has that changed?
But isn't this what you do? Isn't this your business? Shouldn't you have done that in the first place?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay, well, that's what it is. Do you want to do it now?
Yeah.
Bye.
See you later.
Oh, I ended up being such a great gig. Oh, Dom, what a great gig.
What a gig.
Can you say what brand it was?
No.
Can you say what...
Well, I could.
Actually, I was going to write something down, but we're on camera, so what?
Yeah, but whatever you were going to write down, you're probably right.
Oh, is it that one?
Yeah, I'm going to say yes.
Yeah.
Can you say what line of work it was in?
It was a place that sells things.
Something
Okay.
that everyone
Oh, yeah.
needs, you could argue.
Yeah. And I'll have to stagger these stories. It's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
For somebody who's been on the radio pretty much all my life, I don't do many voiceovers.
No. I did one for Zero accountancy software.
Oh, hello.
That was a good one. That's the last big one I did. That was about 5 years ago.
See, it
More than
blows my mind. We should be doing these all the time. We're on the radio We have voices.
Yeah, exactly. Come and get us. Come and get us, big advertiser.
That's it. There's an advert we're playing at the moment, and I can't talk about it because they're advertising with us.
No.
Not only just global, but this advert runs on the Chris Moyles show, and it's voiced by somebody in this building. And it annoys me because I take things too literally.
Right. Oh, yes, I know the one you mean. You can't really talk about it, sadly.
Can I not?
No. But yes, I know the
They might want to recut it once I pointed out what's wrong with it.
Have you got in contact with the person who's done it? Oh, you should do.
No, because it's only me. I take things too seriously.
Yeah.
They're talking about the taste of something. They eat the something, and then they say something like, delicious, that's lovely. But they're clearly not got any food in their mouth. No. I'm sorry to take it too literally, but if that's the whole premise of the story in this commercial...
But people don't want to hear people talk with their mouth full.
Then don't write a script where somebody eats something and then continues to talk.
Yeah.
You can't just sniff it and go, that smells lovely. Anyway, here's how...
Because if this was in the real world, let's just say you had baked cookies last night with Chelsea and you bring them in and you go, hey, do you want to try one of the cookies me and Chelsea baked? And then we say, sure, and you hand me one, and I slightly turn my back on you and I go... nom, nom. Oh, that's delicious. That really is lovely. You'd be like, you've not eaten that.
No, you haven't got anything
tell.
in your mouth.
No, I'm eating it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's delicious.
Acting.
Yeah.
Somebody's saying Matt Park Smith, who obviously worked on the show for many years, did a McDonald's advert after he left your show. Did he?
He did what?
Did he?
He did what?
He did a McDonald's advert.
No, I doubt
We
it.
get messages all the time going, are you in this advert?
That's Dexter Fletcher.
It's Dexter does all the McDonald's work.
Yeah.
Arabica beans. He was the first person I ever heard say Arabica beans.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what Arabica beans are.
He must record a new McDonald's advert every 3 days.
Right,
Pretty
new
much.
house every 3 days.
Saved his bacon.
It really did.
Literally.
He's very grateful to them, isn't he?
Yeah. He's been doing it for years. Do you know that do logo?
Yes.
Do you remember if you go back to like before dinosaurs roamed the earth? That was a Justin Timberlake song.
It was. I'm loving it.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Which I think was for McDonald's, wasn't it?
What was did he then turn it into a song?
Don't know. I don't know who. I
What's
don't know.
the song?
I'm loving it.
I'm loving it was what the.
Yeah. I'm loving it.
But now all that's gone, and now you just get the. That's it.
Why did McDonald's see that and go, that's a good strap line. Let's have that.
Don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how it works. The world of advertising is fascinating.
Isn't it just?
I think.
McDonald's bought the rights for that song.
They did.
Yeah.
Wow.
Captain.
You know, perfume adverts are really weird. You know, like you see Johnny Depp riding a motorbike through a dry desert.
Yeah.
And then he's like got a snake in his hand.
And he's playing a really loud guitar with no amplifier.
Yeah.
How's that work?
You know why?
Why?
Well, perfume ads are weird. Because they're advertising something that you can't experience.
Yeah, true.
You're basically advertising a smell on television.
Yeah.
And rather than, which I think they should do, embrace it and go, this smells really lovely. I'm going to spray it on me, and then someone's going to smell it and then tell you what they think. Oh, you smell lovely. There you go. Buy this. They can't do that.
Yeah.
So what they do is they deliberately make perfume and aftershave adverts a little bit weird,
Yeah.
a little bit odd, a little bit out there.
Very out there.
So that you go, what's that all about? What weird ad? And you remember what a weird ad. And then you see the product at the end. And the idea is that next time you're walking through, John Lewis.
Yeah.
And you see it, you go, oh, that's that weird ad.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll smell it. I'll see what I think
Stays
of
in
it.
your head.
Which is a very weird way to advertise stuff.
It's a bit like the Verisure alarms thing we've talked about because the acting is so... They've changed it now.
Have
I
they?
think Emma Willis is in it.
What?
I think Emma Willis does them now. Somebody like that.
Have you seen the advert on TV for the People's Postcode Lottery?
No.
Which features Emma Willis and Davina McCall. I think they're in an airship.
Oh.
While your man from First Dates, Jack
Oh,
Mullinex.
Fred Syriac.
That's
yeah,
him.
Not
Yeah.
Jack Mullinex.
He's walking through the streets with a band or something and lots of other stuff going on. And they're telling you...
I have seen that.
Right, you've seen the ad. Okay. Try and find the ad if you can.
Yeah.
Next time it's on TV, look out for it.
Yeah.
There's a bit where you hear Davina's voice go, you could win a share of £25 million. And then it seemingly cuts to Davina McCall and Emma Willis in an airship,
Yeah.
right?
Fun.
And Davina's they're both there in their little red People's Postcode Lottery uniforms.
That's it, got to wear the uniform.
Clearly they work for them now. And Davina's telling you, looking at the camera in an airship, telling you how you enter or whatever like that. Emma Willis is literally like C-3PO turned off, staring at her. She's sat there so she's on the left-hand side of the screen, and she's looking at Davina like this, Tom.
I love those little...
And the millisecond Davina finishes saying what she's saying, Emma turns the camera and springs into life.
Right.
It's the weirdest thing. And again, I think I'm the only person who notices these things.
I know.
And I don't know what's wrong with me.
I want to watch it now.
She just stares at her as if she's like just dead inside. I think you might have found it.
Have you got it, James?
Have you found it?
Well, I'm going to assume it's clean.
Well,
They don't swear at the postcode lottery.
Yeah.
This is a Jeff load of money.
So here we go.
That's your man from Sky Sports.
So there's people dancing in the street.
Because People's Postcode Lottery's big spring win is back.
Yes, in the April draws,
That's Fred.
You and your neighbours could win a share of...
Here we go.
£25.4 million.
Airship.
Whether you own or rent, if your door is in the draw, then you're in with a chance to win.
And it doesn't matter what kind of door.
There you go. That's robot Emma Willis. It's go back. She's just staring at her, smiling. Look, it's so awkward. It's so awkward. And why are they in an airship?
I wouldn't have spotted that.
Because they've got to drive to the winner.
In an airship?
When was the last time you saw an airship over your...
Aren't airships pretty much gone down in history as not a reliable, safe way of travelling?
Yeah. Oh, I'd love to have got an airship.
No, would you?
Yeah.
Oh, God, no.
The Goodyear blimp.
And look, the next thing is Emma and Davina are now walking down the street while there's a van going past.
Yeah.
What's with the van?
It's the lorry full of money.
Yeah, but you've got until the end of March to enter.
But it would be a back...
So why are they driving the lorry down the street and why that street?
Yeah.
There's too many questions I have.
Too many.
Maybe that's what Fred travels in.
How do they get down from the airship back onto the street where Fred Mullinex is and then the airship keeps on going?
They don't show that bit, do they? Why don't they show that bit?
They don't.
And this is the hell that is my life.
Yeah. Overanalyzed syndrome.
Justin Timberlake, by the way, was paid $6 million to sing the jingle, and he's since regretted the deal.
Has he?
Yes.
Why?
According to Wikipedia.
What did he want, 7?
Why? They don't play it anymore.
Do they not?
I don't know. Well, no, you never hear him singing it anymore.
Maybe it's the connection.
I think he's looking at it wrong. As far as I remember it, it was a crap song. I might be wrong.
Song.
And he got $6 million for doing the jingle.
It's not bad, is it?
It was based on a pre-existing campaign from Germany. Ich liebe es.
Ich liebe es.
Yeah.
Oh.
Great German accent there, James, by the way.
Very good. I didn't know you spoke German.
Yeah.
Proof if it were needed.
Hey, listen, if you watch the TV show Severance, you've got to be listening to our show today because we've got 2 of the stars from the TV show Severance on. Now, I appreciate that not all of you have watched Severance. If you're Dominic, you've watched none of it.
I've seen the trailer.
If you're me, you've watched a few episodes of it. If you're Phoenix, you've watched every episode 3 times for both seasons.
Yeah. Phoenix has seen more of Severance than the director of Severance.
I think so. Anyway, we have 2 of the stars on. So if you know the show, we've got Mark and Miss Casey on. Now, if you know the show, you're going to enjoy the interview. If you don't know the show, you'll still enjoy the interview because I've tried to do the interview as if no one's seen the show, so there's not any spoilers in there.
Yes.
But the fun bits of the interview are the fact that Deetchen, who plays Miss Casey, Deetchen Lackman is her name, for about a year was in Neighbours.
Yeah.
So we end up, instead of talking about this huge show Severance, which is a massive worldwide hit, we do end up discussing Neighbours for quite a while.
Yeah. Quite rightly.
When are those on after 8:30?
8:30.
There you go. Also on the Chris Moyles show today. By the way, so many people are texting in saying they've noticed a robot Emma Willis.
Oh, right, okay.
I think she's actually staring at the camera. Someone else says, welcome to ADHD land, Chris. Is that what that is?
Oh, is that what it is?
I just don't know why I noticed these things. In the advert, he eats a crisp and then says, delicious.
Oh,
but it's clearly not got a crisp in his mouth.
Yeah, it could be crisp, could be something else. We don't know.
No, it's crisps.
Oh, it's crisp.
Walker's.
Right.
It's Walker's crisps.
Could be anything.
No, but it's what, James? Hello, it's Walker's crisps.
We don't
It's Jordan
know.
doing the voiceover.
Yeah. We don't know that.
No, it is. It might be coming up in this ad break.
It could be Monster Munch.
Why don't you listen out?
Could be anything.
Could be anything.
Anyway, so if you love Severance, we have Mark Scott and Deacon Lackman.
Yes.
On the show. Thank you. I remember the names. Thank you for watching the first 25. Dominic got your news next. Toronto.
The Chris Moyles Radio. The Chris Moyles Show.